Hey, what's up, friends in code? We're in Maryland and Charleston.
No, that ain't me. I like natural wolf Z. Pretty
Not sure what's going on here.
Just like me.
Fire truck just pulled away. They've got one vehicle blocking that turning lane there. A life-size box, Princess, Noli D, M. Still waiting to cross the road here. We're on Maryland and Charleston. This is actually where I was at with High Desert and Prince, and according to Jennifer, about a week or so ago. We got car number 18079.
You gotta go over there. Hold on.
Okay, well, I have to get on the sidewalk, don't I?
Yeah, get on the sidewalk and go over there, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I get your name and badge number, officer?
Yes, it's Sergeant. Keep on walking for me, buddy. 14009.
14409?
14009, okay.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Stay back behind the car and you're good to go. I appreciate it.
Okay. Any idea what's going on? Can you give me?
1 second.
Appreciate it.
Hey, yes.
Another vehicle over there. I'm not seeing anything. You can see, you guys can see those 4 officers there. There's 3 here. There's another one blocking that turning lane.
Just an accident.
Accident? Car accident?
Yeah,
okay.
A gentleman was hit by a vehicle, so.
Oh, crossing the street?
Yeah.
Was he in the crosswalk or?
I don't know at this time. I literally just showed up a few seconds ago. We're trying to get everything taken care of. The person that hit him stayed here. He's still on scene, and I don't have any updates. 062.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Well, so I guess a pedestrian was hit, and the person that hit him is here. I'm not sure if it's this black vehicle here or not. Oops. There's 2 vehicles over here. Officers, there's an officer there speaking. I believe this is the vehicle that was involved. Like I said, right when I started the stream, there was a fire truck on scene. He was pulling away as I was about to cross the street. this gentleman's vehicle. Roughly a car length distance from the rear end of this car. Hey, what's up, Freedom News? I'm over here in Charleston in Maryland. I believe this is the car was involved. Supposedly, pedestrian was hit. I was recording another scene, and the officers that were in that scene came over here, and that's what brought me here. When I arrived, there was a fire truck that since left. I didn't see an ambulance, but they're checking this guy now, doing a field test. I'm gonna take a little ride around, walk around here to the scene, since there's nothing going on here right this moment. $19,015. Yeah, this was the vehicle that was on the previous stop that I just recorded. And this vehicle is 10,647. You see some shoes like you think in the street there. How you doing? Did you see something? Did you see it happen? Or?
I'm only gonna talk to you.
Right, no, I understand. Do you know if the guy's all right? No idea. Hey, Rad, Frenchie, Zombie, anybody else I might have missed? Jennifer. Easy 2. I believe that was the vehicle and the driver that were involved. Hey, Batman. Mommy. Hey, Belle. Yeah, I see you guys talking a little bit. I haven't caught all the conversation, but you guys were talking about what happened in Arizona. Yeah, I caught up on some of that stuff this morning. It's messed up. Yeah, Club Aura. Guys are still watching over the driver of that vehicle. this gentleman in front of me is just an observer, witness. Oh, looks like somebody's getting pulled over there. Somebody that showed up here in an orange vest, not sure. Safety something, I believe it says. We'll look at that in a second. I think I'm at like 2,300.
Have a good one, man.
Hey, you too. Take care. Have a good night. Appreciate that info.
What's that?
I appreciate giving me the info.
Oh, I'm not the one who gave
Well,
you the info.
you're the first one I spoke to then.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't. I wanted you to make sure you're going around the crime scene.
No, totally,
yeah, you're fine.
totally understand that.
We don't mind that.
Appreciate that. But
Okay.
you know, what frustrates me is I know I asked you for your name and badge number, but I had other officers that don't want to give me their name and badge number. You know, and it's your policy.
Yeah, I always
I'm guessing you're aware.
Always
You're
get
aware of that, right? Yeah,
No,
yeah. And I even cite the page of your policies and procedures to them, page 536. You know, I happen to know the page number, so it's just very frustrating that they're not unwilling to identify when
Oh yeah.
Appreciate that. Hopefully we can get the other officers to realize that it's their policy. Is there? Are you familiar? Is there some sort of reprimand of some sort when they don't identify? I mean, you get a talking to or what? I've been meaning to go down to the
That would
station.
be something through there.
This happened transpired. I think it was Friday night, and this, I know the station's not open. I think they're out of the convention center, command center.
Oh, of course.
But I was going to go down there maybe tomorrow and and just have a talk to it. Maybe you guys still do kind of roll call type of thing, right?
Sort of.
Something like that, or
It depends on the place.
Right,
Everyone
right.
does something.
right. But I
Okay.
mean, maybe they can pass that word along to the
Well, you're
other
always free to
officers.
go talk to them.
Right. I plan on so.
Okay.
All right. Take care. You too. somebody else over here. I don't know if it's a... I'm gonna walk over to this side. Other vehicle number is 18061. Looks like we've got a highway patrol here. Plate number 16160. And this has got a plate number of 664D22, which is MV Transport. So supervisor. Really not sure what they're all about, but I know there's some construction in the road. That looks like that's the highway patrol officer. She's talking to the driver of that vehicle. Hey, how's it going? Who do you work for? Like what company? What's MV Transport?
For the buses.
For the buses?
Supervisor for the buses.
You have to come out because there's because the bus stop is close by. Is that why you get called out?
Detour on the buses, yeah.
Gotcha.
Every three.
So I guess that's MV Transportation represents the RTD Air. I guess that's the name of the company. Might handle the supervision or whatever.
That's a copy. I've gotten a call from Metro already, sir. The detour I have in place at this time was down Charleston, White Maryland Highway, Pleasant Park, left Las Vegas Boulevard, right Charleston, back on route. 10-4.
10-4.
Copy that. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
I'm putting 1019 to the van back to the yard and smoking real bad. 10-4. My van is smoking. Something, a hose done busted up under the hood. So I'm putting 1019 to the yard.
That's 10-4. Make it good thing.
That traffic stop that was up in the left here is over with, by the way. Listening to some old Keith Sweat. Offer Microsoft shuttle service here in Seattle. Oh, cool. Also up there. Las Vegas, Andy. Charleston and Maryland Parkway. Just reporting.
What's that?
Just reporting.
Your other foot to make a series of small steps and turn around, and then walk 9 heel-to-toe steps back. It's going to look just like this. Ready to go 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9. Keep your front foot on the ground. When you get to 9, use your other foot to make a series of steps.
I don't mind if you record, but can I ask you to
and
just
then
go
walk
to this
9
corner?
heel-to-toe steps back.
I've been here.
1,
I know.
2,
I'd rather watch what's going on here than you.
Okay.
I feel better if you're on this corner.
But my hands are right here. I mean,
I can ask you to go over here.
okay. I mean, if I don't.
I don't know. Okay, now it's not a question.
Okay, now it's an order.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go over
All
here,
right.
please.
All right.
Thank you.
Can
I don't
get
mind
you-
you recording.
All right. Well, I mean, I've been
I
here,
know,
but
I'd rather be able to watch my partner than anybody else. So
Okay.
right over here on this corner,
Okay.
you'll still be able to film.
could I get your name and badge number?
McFarland 13740.
13. 13 what?
740.
740.
Right here on this
Thank
board.
you.
You'll still be able to film. It's just
Okay.
you're just too close.
That was the same spot where I was at previously. See, right there where that curb was is where I was standing. Yeah, he couldn't help himself. I'm not quite sure why they brought the Nevada Highway Patrol out to administer the fuel sobriety. So they are placing handcuffs on
Are
him.
you here with them?
No, I'm not.
No?
Just here to report.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and just stand on the sidewalk, please?
I was just asking, I was told it was okay to be here.
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Jose Hernandez, 5850.
5850, Jose Hernandez. Thank you. At least I'm getting names and badge numbers. I just gotta start with the directive. Assume that's a family member, possible wife, screwed up with 2 children. Hey Dave. No problem. I was doing another scene, another traffic stop, and They came over here. I don't know if you guys were in my previous stream. Hey, Pugface, always film. HBO Matt, I see somebody saying, hey, what's up? It's kind of a recap. If you rewind to the beginning of the stream, the officer pretty much stated what transpired, but we're here on Maryland Parkway in Charleston. I believe a pedestrian was hit possibly by this vehicle right here. Can't confirm that. And the driver of this vehicle, they just put in handcuffs. That's a highway patrol. Not sure what the reasoning behind what that is. At one time we had over 10 Metro officer vehicles on scene. Let's take a look at the front of this vehicle. If you can make out, it does look like the windshield is cracked on that vehicle. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have 8 vehicles on scene here. And the motorcycle. I guess that would make 9. The officer's walking with these shoes that were in the road. Police vehicle with no lights on, driving up the street. Señora. So I'm guessing they're not letting her go in the vehicles. And this officer's pulling away. It looks as though he's got a headlight out. Vehicle number 10744. ¿Habla español o you speak Spanish? Or? I recorded a picture to keep the police accountable. If you have any interest, I didn't record what happened when I arrived on the scene after what they did. I'm going to push something up. So if this is anybody used to, if you'd like to jot down I'm live right now. So if you'd like to jot down my channel name, if you'd like to look at the video. Did they tell you if the person was okay?
He was stable.
He's stable? Okay. Yeah, she's telling that they told him that the person that was here was stable.
Didn't see the accident?
No, I did not see the accident. I was actually recording the police just down the street, and then the officer from that scene came up here, and that's what brought me up here, so. Yes, I have no idea. But public,
Oh wait, I have one.
or if you have your phone even, Public Official Observer is my channel. And I'll probably title it something like, pedestrian accident or something like that.
Public what?
Public Official Observer on YouTube. How you doing? High five? All right.
It's on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, on YouTube.
But that's on Facebook?
No. I'm live on Facebook. Like if you were to go on your phone right now, you'd watch. They can hear us when we're talking right now.
Public Official Observer.
Yeah.
Alright.
So when you're in a government also like that, you're picking up. So you shouldn't not take that. You volunteer to take that for sobriety. That test that they do. Just take them. No, I refuse to give you. You can draw my blood. So because you're nervous. You can't. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, if that's any help, you can access that. You have a good night.
Is that your husband's boyfriend? Okay. So, that's your kid's dad. Alright, never mind.
All right. So it looks like they've opened up the road here now. So. we at? We're at Charleston and Maryland. Charleston and Maryland Parkway. We're looking at Maryland. I mean at Charleston Parkway.
But the bad thing is to get on Tuesday, we sit back today, Wednesday, I had my manager meeting. Thursday, I had my meeting with the sheriff, and then my first Friday, and then we got 4 weeks to find
APT rider, steal this book.
Yes,
I just got a question. It's kind of weird that why did the NHP officer come out and do the field sobriety?
They have a DUI task force. Have you seen them on TV?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, that strike team. So he actually had he was close by, and since he's part of that,
It was a she.
Yeah, since she was close by, she was actually at county. So when we called for the DUI team, she came straight from county and came over here.
Okay.
You have NHP, you have North Las Vegas, you have Henderson.
Right.
Everybody's basically working
Right.
all together for that.
Right, I understand. I know they were talking about they've had so many arrests.
Over 1,000.
Right, but only 40% conviction. I don't know if you caught that. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it was pretty. It was right there, mid number. The conviction rate on those 1,000 arrests in what time frame? I think it was like 9 months or something.
Yeah, it just comes down. A lot of it has to do with courts. Sometimes you get like this person here. May have never been in any type of trouble, and they do offer a plea or something to them.
Right.
And since if they get a plea and it's not a DUI conviction, then that would go against them. But they're good at what
I don't
they do.
tend to agree with giving them a field sobriety test, especially after you've been. I know that's like my worst nightmare is having running into a pedestrian.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of a shock.
You can't avoid it though because your DUI is one of your mandatory arrests. Then you have to make it by statute. So.
Right. But you can refuse to take the field test. You can just request to have a blood draw or whatever. Which I think would be more appropriate in his situation.
Yeah, he's
considering he's probably in
right now
shock
and
the
has
whole
some
bit.
shock.
Sure.
And they tell him, if he would have said that he didn't want to participate, they're required to.
But sometimes they feel obligated. That's kind of the point. Sometimes the people aren't educated, and that's
Yeah, it just comes down to this. They do have a choice. If he said that he didn't want to do it, then the officer would have to make a judgment call based on his observations.
Right.
Which those guys, dang, they're experts is what you would probably pretty much would call them. Then they have to go down and they can either do a breath or a blood.
Right.
So it's one of these,
just think
it's unfortunate because he's not at fault here.
Do you know if you can say was the person in the crosswalk or
He was actually just outside of it.
just outside of it?
But he was on a solid red hand. Traffic going north-south had a red light, and then east-west had the green light, and he was traveling in.
How does that work? Like if somebody has the red hand and they cross out in front of you, is it the driver's fault or the
No,
pedestrian?
it's gonna be a pedestrian.
Even though he's in the crosswalk, but if he crosses when it's a red,
It's a red because
Okay.
he's got to obey the traffic control signal,
Okay.
just like anybody else would.
Right.
And as soon as that basically goes, now you've got that point of no return because usually about halfway through it changes to red. But when he entered it, he had the green.
Oh.
So then they have to yield to him. But they had a solid red light even on the traffic signals.
I've run into that. Some of these cross things don't give you hardly enough time to get across
They
sometimes.
give you like 6 seconds, man, and then all of a sudden it starts flashing. You've seen people they go,
Yeah.
they go back. No, you've legally entered that crosswalk. Continue
Okay.
on, and you're still actually good to go.
Okay.
And if something should happen, it's going to basically be that the other driver was failure to yield to somebody in the crosswalk because he did have the right to go when that had signal went green.
Is the victim okay? In stable condition?
Yeah, he's unstable. That's why everything wrapped up so quick. If it would have been a little bit more severe, or if it would have been a fatal, it would have been shut down for hours.
Okay.
Once we got the updates that he's stable, the injuries appear pretty minor in nature. He's banged up pretty good. Then everything wraps up pretty quick.
I appreciate that. I'm not trying to stick the camera in your face, but just so everyone can see who I'm speaking with.
It is
You
what
gave
it
me your information. I appreciate the information. That's all. Like I said, a lot of people think we're, anti-cop. We're anti-bad cops. That's it. We keep things accountable. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, and it just comes down to this. I asked you, hey, will you stay over there? And you did.
Yeah.
We don't have tape up. We're not blocking anything off.
Right.
You're not basically anywhere that's obstructing our investigation.
Right.
You have the same right as anybody else walking out of the 99-cent store to come videotape and watch what's going on. And we're trying to get away from that secrecy. 10 years ago, it'd be like, hey, don't worry about what's going on. Now, we even have tiered responses. If we're going to be somewhere for, more than a couple hours, we're supposed to go knock on doors and say, hey, we've got like a barricade or this going on. Just to keep the public more informed, because if I tell you what's going on, you'll be more at ease. You'll build that relationship of that trust, and everything's good.
I noticed you don't have a body cam, do you? Or am I missing it?
No, I don't.
Is that because you're a supervising officer?
Yeah,
or whatever?
the field lieutenants don't have one, but then you'll see Lieutenant Jose Hernandez has one.
He has one.
Because he's watch commander.
Okay.
So the watch commanders are actually...
and you're out of what command?
He's out of headquarters.
Oh, out of the main
Yeah.
headquarters? Okay. Yeah, mainly it seems like I've had an issue with the convention center. I've asked to, ID, asked for ID badge number, and a lot of them don't seem to want an ID, and it's your policy to ID, page 536, I could quote the page number and so forth, unless it's an emergency situation, understandable, don't be bugging me with, but otherwise they should ID, it's obvious, it's on your shirt, it's, the badge number's there, but people don't like, a lot of officers don't like, you don't want me sticking. Yeah, right. I can see you seem pretty comfortable here with me. We're, not even a foot away from each other here.
It just comes down to a lot of the convention officers are your newer officers, and within the last year.
Okay.
So they just have that general, going through training and going through everything. They're usually typically scared and worried about doing something wrong more than anything. So that's a lot of times when they're like, "Oh my God, did I do something wrong? Is that why he wants my name?" No, maybe he's just asking.
It's just the stop is ended. Like usually, I'm filming the traffic stop. I'm there standing filming, no issues, and then just when it ends, let me get your name and badge number, kind of for the record, and just to see if they follow procedure, and then you don't need it. You weren't involved in here. Well, no, it's your policy.
Anybody can come
Anybody can. Yeah, right. I mean, you work for the public,
Public servant, and that's
exactly, And I
it's
know
one of those things that we're trying to change, not so much even as just an agency, but across the entire profession. You see it here with that transparency, and it's slowly bleeding to other places, and it should be. The people have the right to know, as long as it's not an emergency. Like you say, an emergency situation, take the time out to talk to somebody.
like I said, you seem to have a great attitude, and obviously, I get the impression you're one of the good ones. But can I ask you a question? This is kind of a question we all had. Have you ever arrested a bad officer?
Okay.
Take care, man. Give me a call if you guys
I'll shoot you a text
tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Shoot you a text. Should be right around 2:00.
Okay. All right.
Take care.
Question again, because I was.
Have you ever arrested a bad officer?
I've been involved in what led up to their arrest.
Right.
But I've never actually been the one that's been handcuffed.
Right.
So,
Okay. Good.
And it's unfortunately been a couple times.
Like a good cop with Pooh, yeah. They call me Pooh. My I'll even tell you, my channel name is Public Official Observer, so they call me Pooh for short.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But 22 years, it's bound to happen.
22 years? You've been hit with Metro 22 years, or?
Coming up on 19, but I worked 3 years at a different agency before I came
You
down.
mind say which one?
Anchorage PD.
Anchorage? Oh, out of Alaska. Oh, cool.
I did 3 years before I came down here, so.
Are you originally from Alaska? Or
No, I was.
what brought you to Alaska, if you don't mind?
I was in California, going to Cal State San Bernardino, and they actually came down and tested. And I was testing with a lot of agencies in California, and they had a little bit more of an expedited process. Back when I tested, it would take almost a year to get through, and they knocked it out in about 6 months. So they were the first to call.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And 22 years old, they called, offered the job, and I'm like, I'll take it.
Right.
So I went up there and I spent 3 years until my mom actually got a terminal illness. So I needed to be closer to home. So I ended up here. I didn't quite go back to California. I spent enough time there. I wanted something different.
You didn't mind the cold?
Actually, I didn't. But, it's everybody that lived there minded the cold because they dealt with it for 20 years. Me being there only 3, it was new.
New, right.
and something different in a white Christmas that I had never seen before. So I was okay. All the buddies that I worked with that are still there are done with it. They're moving out, and I'd be happy to move back.
I appreciate
Have
your
a good
time
night,
and
man.
all your info. Thank you. You too. Well, like I said, love conversations like this. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, he seems like one of the good ones. He had no issue. He was the first one that gave me all the information about what had transpired on the scene, as much as he could, or as he knew, because he had just arrived. Yeah, one of the rare ones, exactly. Will not comply. Have your playlist running. I appreciate that, Joker. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know, I'm guessing you guys heard all that, but yeah, he said he was in Alaska for couple years, a few years. And then he's been here for 18 or 19, I believe he said. So, yeah, exactly. Fuck bad cops, exactly. Need more of those guys. So yeah, it looks like everybody's pretty much left. There's one police vehicle in the parking lot there. I'm surprised that they're not towing the car or anything. Yeah, that is kind of weird they're not towing it. I mean, they took him in, arrested him, I'm going to guess, under, you know, possible suspicion of being... And the other day we had that where they said they weren't towing the vehicle, and then the other officers told me that they had to tow the vehicle as evidence for suspicion of the DUI. So that's kind of really weird, actually, now that I'm reflecting about that. That flatbed, there was a flatbed that's been in the parking lot ever since I showed up on scene. He was sitting there, but like I said, the vehicle's still there. I don't know if you can see it through here, but the vehicle's there and the flatbed is actually gone, but it was sitting there when I first arrived on scene. He was sitting off, you know, in the background. I don't know if he's just taking a break or what, but he's gone and the vehicle's still sitting there in the parking lot. Like I said, it does have the windshield cracked up on the right side. The good news is that the person is stable. Another vehicle with no lights on. What's that? Love intersections? Like that? Oh. Hey, what's up, Pugs? James. Brian. Yeah, I just got out. I went over. Had somebody challenged me to a couple games of dominoes, and I finished that up. Kicked their butt in dominoes, and I said, all right, let me take a ride out. And like I said, I was filming another traffic stop just down the street where they took the people out of the vehicle, searched the vehicle with the, unfortunately the person gave them authorization. They didn't have anything. The reason for the stop was no license, front license plate, even though the vehicle was from Arizona, which supposedly doesn't require that. I know there's some Arizona guys in here earlier. I think Joker's in here, but I don't know if you can confirm that. But the reason for the stop was he had no front license plate. But the guy said, okay, search. Ended up letting him go. And then the officers were sitting in the parking lot for a minute or two, and then they took off down the road here, and so I kind of followed. Somebody said the 4K hours. Yeah, you need 4K hours. I believe it's there goes the motorcycle. To monetize and a few other things that you need the 4K hours. I think I got 2.5 or something like that. I need like 1.5 more. I'm still using Streamlabs. For some reason I can't, and I kind of like Streamlabs because I'm able to lock out my phone and it'll still continue to stream. So, but I still haven't been able to get YouTube actually to see what that's like. The main issue with Streamlabs is during the day I notice the phone seems to heat up pretty quick, and I'm hoping with YouTube that won't be an issue. Oh yeah, Peachy Rider, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm about to end this anyway. I appreciate everybody in here. Let's see, we're 10:18 local time. Maybe I might get in another stop, or see how lucky I am. We have no scanner to follow here, so it's all by driving, listening. Gets a little boring sometimes because it's always best to keep music off so you can listen for sirens, listen for the helicopter, looking around. So sometimes it gets a little boring, especially when you're by yourself. But I appreciate everybody in here. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. If put that playlist playing. I made a little playlist there. Appreciate that, Frenchie. Will not appreciate everybody. Hey, First Amendment Mike, what's up? Appreciate everybody in here. I don't know if it's me, but I'm feeling some raindrops. Feeling some raindrops. That's kind of a rarity here in Vegas. Could be off, but no sprinklers around, so I didn't hear of any rain. But appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate everybody. All right, let's end this one where we just broke the hour mark, so not too bad. I don't edit my videos. I keep everything pretty much like it is. All right, everybody have a good night. Maybe I'll get in another stop as soon as I come across it. Peace out.